I'm gonna teach you how do you remove these kind of nails from the wall. I'm just kidding. Guys, I just wanted your attention over here in this video because this is super important. Again and again, I'm getting the same question, what kind of editing softwares or tools I'm using for all my social media content creation. So the first ever episode which I did on this particular content creation topic was in July, back in July 2017. The second one which I did was in December 2017. The third one was back to back in January 2018. And as of now, I'm recording this particular episode. This is April 2018. And I've just got this particular DM on Instagram just now before a couple of hours. And I'm going to answer all those things in step-by-step process right over here in this episode. And trust me guys, I'm going to give you more and more information as compared to those 3 videos, which you can definitely check out in the description below this video. All the links, direct links for 3 episodes are given below. So when we talk about this social media content creation or editing tools and softwares, we often enough come into laptop first. Then we'll jump into the mobile section. First, let's talk about the laptop. Now, laptop or desktops can be of 2 operating systems most of the times. It might be Windows PC or it might be Mac OS. Now, if you are talking about Windows PC, let's talk about a couple of tools which I used back then and probably a couple of years back. I would mention 2014 or 15 when I used to have Windows PC and I started my journey of screencasting or video editing with Active Presenter. Active Presenter is the tool which I used to have for my screencasting and editing purpose. Then I upgraded myself to a software for Windows PC only, which was Camtasia. Now Camtasia gives you a 30 days free trial, but it has a paid one-time free license which is somewhere around $300, and Camtasia is one of the best tools you can ever have on Windows PC. I'm still using that on my Mac PC because it's also available for Mac, so at times, yes, I jump into that. So I do use Camtasia at times, not all the times, at times. So those were the 2 different tools I have used on Windows PC. In 2016, I upgraded myself to Mac OS MacBook Air, which I'm using right now, and on that there is a free tool which is available. Those 2 are, I would say 2 different applications are available on Mac OS, which is QuickTime Player and iMovie. I use QuickTime Player for all my screencasting. I use QuickTime Player for all my recording things when it comes to screencasting, and I use iMovie when it comes to editing part if I'm using a Mac operating system or a laptop. So those are the answers to the point to whatever you are asking for editing softwares when it comes to digital Pratik. Whatever I'm creating, if it is a laptop, I have used Camtasia, I've used Active Presenter for Windows PC, I'm still using Camtasia on my Mac OS, and on top of that I'm using QuickTime Player and iMovie. Now let's talk about the interesting part which I personally love doing, and that is what is social media content creation or editing things, editing videos, editing images, everything related to social media content creation on mobile phones. Now honestly, if I tell you, I don't have any experience with the Android phones. I used to have Android phones till November 2016, but at that point in time I never ever tried editing anything on my mobile phone. I used to have canva.com, which I used to have online. I had Pixlr, so all those kind of tools I used to have. So most of the times I would go to canva.com for all my editing purpose when I had an Android phone and a Mac OS laptop or a Windows PC. So when it comes to mobile phone, I upgraded myself to an iPhone 7 Plus in November 2016, and I started tasting all the applications. Now this happened because all my mentors who are into social media or who are into this kind of digital space, businesses, they are using iPhones and they keep on using mobile phones for their social media content creation. So I thought of going into app stores and just going into the category of photo and video every single day. So since then I have been researching all these applications inside photo and video category, and whatever I have in my mind, I just type it inside my app store on iOS or my iPhone. And based upon all the research, by the time I'm recording this particular episode, which is April 2018, to be specific, this is 4th of April 2018, this episode when I'm recording, I have around 200 plus applications on my mobile phone when it just comes to photo and video. I have rest all other applications, maybe just business or social media platforms or utilities or productivity. All those applications are separate. I'm just talking about the photo and video content creation part, editing softwares, editing applications which are installed on my iOS, out of which I have just mentioned up to like somewhere around 100 applications on one of my blog articles, which is at digitalpratik.com. I'll just put up the link somewhere over here or in the description below this episode. So you can definitely check out that article and go through all the applications which I've listed, and I keep on updating that article so that whenever I use or taste some new application, and if I like that, I'll just keep on adding those links in that article. To name a few, on my iPhone, I'm using these applications like iMovie, I'm using InShot, I'm using Pick Play Post, I'm using Wand, I'm using Fonto, I'm using Over, I'm using plenty of other applications, and most of the times, like not most of the times, 99% of the times, 99% of the applications which I'm using on my mobile phone are upgraded to Pro version. I'm not using the free versions. I've included or I have just purchased all the Pro features inside these applications, and because of which I get additional features which most of the people don't get. So that's my honest, short, little quick video on what editing tools and softwares I use when it comes to a laptop or a mobile phone, which I'm using right now. So currently I'm using MacBook Air and I am using iPhone 7 Plus. This video which you are looking at, I'm shooting at iPhone 7 Plus, and this is the exact setup which you are looking, just like this one over here. It's on my refrigerator. This is the tripod stand. Behind that tripod stand there are two protein shake dabbas, like protein shake dabbas, and I'm just randomly recording this. Alright, I saw this DM. I wanted to record a quick video because this is the 4th ever time I'm shooting this episode on this same topic. What are the tools and softwares I'm using for my editing purpose? So that's it for this particular episode. I look forward to see you in the next one. Let me know what you think below this video. Let me know if you have any other questions. I would love to answer all of them in the best possible manner. And this is Digital Pratik signing off. And by the way, I have a new intro for this particular episode, and from now onwards on all my DP vlogs, I'm gonna be having that outro. Did I say intro? So I look forward to see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye, and as always guys, stay awesome, God bless, and if you haven't, then subscribe. If you have missed out on the previous one, do check out this video, latest video from DigiPerform's YouTube channel. Do check out over there. And if you haven't subscribed to these channels, tap on the individual logos, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, and I look forward to see you in the next ones. And yes, this is how I do it. It's all natural.